Alright, how's it going there? We got double standards going on like crazy, and anybody denying it. I really don't know if I really want to explore and open up the porthole or whatever it is to view inside your world that you're living in. Or if you're in a box like that and you won't come out of your shell and open your eyes, and for whatever reason, or it keeps you from uh, exploring the absolute truth. So um, we are talking about double standards. I believe truly that I could run a newspaper all day or do this video all day on Democrats' actions and things that they do in particular, and cover just the double standard so that people can understand that it's do as I say, not as I do mentality to these people. And um, they'll, well, I'm confused now a little bit because one year I hear Trump saying exactly what I've been saying all along and what I believe. If somebody coming into my country, the Democrats want them to be able to come in, uh, do whatever they want, trash the place, and they don't even have to learn our lifestyle, but yet possibly will maybe have to learn another language. Just like we had to learn a language when they allowed so many basically refugees from Mexico to come here in Espanol, which I have some really good friends. I had friends that were uh, even gang members. I wasn't in their gang, but I was their friend. And uh, whatever they were, as dirty as they were, what I saw was I saw that they had my back. So whenever it came down to it, they was my homie, and they had my back. So I could talk to them like I could talk to anybody else, and tell them that I am not one that wants to see people go to jail, get in trouble. So I'm more of your conviction type of person from within. They like to sponsor something different than um, actually getting people into position where they do get into trouble or they are caught in an act of doing something wrong. But to have people thinking of things that are honest and decent. And I believe part of what I believe and think and trying to do, or whatever it is, that I'm trying to get people to a peaceful state, not a war mongering state, but a place where I can turn my back to you and you can turn your back to me. And you know that it doesn't matter if I have money in my bank or money in my house in a safe, that these people that you are organized with, or that you know your friends or whatever you're trying to associate with, are not thinking of anything ill towards you. They only wish the best for you. And that's basically what I believe my mind is set on. For a long time, I've always been like that. I've done my fair share of bad things. We're all human, but honestly, I believe up to this point, I've taken a very, um, and it's been that way for a long time, just a very grown up uh, opinion on life, and maybe see things a little bit different. Maybe I have better abilities. Maybe I eat healthy or food, and I don't eat fast food, or I don't know, whatever it is. It's caused me to think more rational, I think, in my opinion. So we get upset about the staggering population in prison, in American prison. So double standards in that. You know, the Democrats do what they do, but once the people that vote for them go to jail, they can't vote for them anymore. So people that are loose and out of control and just do things just to be opposite of what's going on, because the people that were in control were doing the right things. They want to say every negative thing that they can to suggest that it was wrong. Like going into Iraq was wrong. It was not. I do not think so. If anything, gone in there, took however long it took, mission accomplished. That is the best thing for them, probably first, and then us second. Even though we should be looking out for our own interests, our own country's interests first, it would have fell on being their interest would have been taken care of first. So, um, anyways, coming out of that, I'm just saying, very disappointed to hear um, about anybody having trouble with the authorities, and I don't mean getting away with something that you did. I mean honestly going and doing something bad and getting caught. I only wish people the best. Like I said, part of wishing people the best would wish them to have a clean character, as good of a character as one can possibly have. Each individual have a good character. So that's what I wish for mankind. But anyhow, so we have this double standard here I'm going to show. Um, there's two. Obama's caught. Well, I say it's a lot like what I say about politicians whenever they're caught being stupid and political. I'm going to say he's caught with his pants down, his britches down. I looked it up. I thought it was before, because as far as I know, the Obama administration is guilty of sending refugees and different people back to areas on purpose, right into the hands of the enemy, so that they could be killed and executed by people who Obama's trying to appease. Just like the 4 Americans in Benghazi that were killed. There's people, and I think about it. Now, you're not the one who's being sent back over there. That's not, he doesn't have the right to do that to you. He can't send me back to America where I'm at to be killed. Um, but he can abuse his authority, and he can pick a couple of different people out that had given us intel. He finds out as president, and this is why you don't want people like him and Hillary Clinton or anybody else that's from the Democrat Party, Bernie Sanders, any of them, to know our secrets, to know what's going on, because it's espionage, it's treason, pure, simple treason. If he goes in and he uses our information on people as espionage and gives that to the enemy and tells the enemy specific details about people being espionage with them, and then telling us information that saves people from getting killed. Obama is having people murdered left and right. He is guilty of murder. So, after seeing Benghazi on tape, after seeing the charade on 2012 presidential election, um, I understand more and more now why it was so important for this Barack Hussein Obama undercase. As long as you have people spelling America with the undercase A, I'm spelling all y'all's names with the undercase instead of a capital letter. So anyhow, so the double standards is in here. He takes people in particular, maybe before he became president, maybe he knew about them, and maybe they came out in the media and they told him there's been people, and that's been proven before, even like way before 2012 had come here, you had 4 whole years before 2012 came along with this guy doing every corrupt thing, I mean, he could think of for political reasons and gains. So then he had taken people who had asylum here, refugees that were here, that had given our government information to save people's lives, to ensure, that our country is victorious or that our military wins. So Obama comes in, he goes right away to all those people, and what does he do? He tries to package them all up, put a bow tie on these people, okay, and send them right right into a nest where they'll surely be tortured and then executed. So here we are. We're talking about exploiting America and the double standards of telling people, this is America. This is America. You must, you must be your American self and do your American ways. You know, you gotta do the American thing. It's only American if you you take these guys who I I see sissies, little sissies, little sissies. Uh, I'm gonna say that. I'd say sissy Lala, little sissy, little, like sissies with the penis cut off or something. Sissy boys, girls, whatever they want to be called. I wouldn't want to call them a girl because I think girls are tough, a lot tougher than these, whatever they are. But anyways, we will use refugee crisis to infiltrate the West. So people are right, for sure, that that's going to happen. So that's happened, and that's happening. And we're going to have to see it unfold and more happen. The more that we can keep it unfolding and people knowing before 2016 presidential naive election comes around, right? These people can all go vote for the next Democrat to go in there and continue this, smack America in the face routine. So we have here Obama said to deport 12 Iraqi Christian refugees. That's on WorldNet Daily also, so you can read both these articles on that. Yeah, refugees group admits we don't track them. So wonder how come you are welcome in Baltimore. After reading all that, that's what that's the idiocy that we have in this country. The politicians are straight up stupid, doing the opposite things that they should. Just do the opposite. I was thinking you could also, if you were running against them, you could still do the right thing. Just say you're better at doing the things Bush was doing. That it wasn't wrong, but I would do a better job than Bush at doing the Iraq war, fixing the economy, and whatever else. Whatever else you needed me to do as your conservative leader. And I'd tell all the people, I'd say, look, you need to keep your politician, Democrat, liberal, whatever they want to be called, politicians, calm down. While I'm doing all these conservative moves, I'm trying to cut taxes on everybody, but I'm saying so that our debt is squashed, and I'm trying to remove people out of prison and get them out of there. And maybe make something more positive out of it, where it could be more of a something for society. They're gonna take these people that go to prison go to jail or get put on parole or probation or whatever, and they're going to have them work for the man doing some kind of work crew. So you're going to be forced to do some kind of work, but then it's all free labor and you have to give it away. And it's shit labor. So what I don't understand why people would want to vote for more free stuff and more liberalism whenever it's all going to be worthless. And there ain't going to be a job to have except through the thick of all of that. There will be people that will be thinking about working 3 jobs. Shit, work as many jobs as I can. You know, if you can eat healthy and be healthy, and be strong about it, and it doesn't make you weak or bother you, then if it starts to bother you, quit one of the jobs. Make one job a solid 40-hour a week. So all these different places want to cut you from getting your full 40 hours a week. A lot of places. And not only that, but they wouldn't give people health care either. And they cut them right before they got their dental and their full medical benefits. They would cut people from various jobs all over the country. I'm sure it's happened all across America. So they gave the liberals kind of a credence to go and do this healthcare thing, but they allowed them to sham everybody. Which once was free healthcare was what they were going to give you, and now they're set with a new guy representative like Bernie Sanders who's telling you, no, I'm gonna really give you free healthcare. Do you really want to see him give you free healthcare after they already just gave you free healthcare and it turned out to be one of the biggest scams in the universe? It was right here on planet Earth in the United States. Good old United States, because enough people voting are naive to what's really going on. So he's got 12 Christian refugees being sent back. I was trying to look at the time that this was. It says September 16th, 2015. So that's more recently than the other stories I was telling you about. But he is guilty of treason. Obama, in his first 4 years, he was sending people who had asylum here in America. Somehow he went in and manipulated, and is a cold dude. He sat there and watched those 4 Americans be murdered and just sat there and watched it like it was nothing, you know. Like he was given the chance to sit there and legally get away with watching what he had done in there. It was so confusing and so botched up and mixed up. The Benghazi attack there on our consulate, whenever they had chance after chance to either help the people out there and ensure their safety there, like a war, like a confrontation or whatever. Military, have it out with their military to save those people, or they could have evacuated the people. But he sat there, and it was really disgusting what he did, man. It was really disgusting. I never in my life ever seen anybody sit there, you know, and like they were getting some of their satisfaction that Obama thinks that he was owed, you know, or something like that. Like he was owed the sacrifice, these people to die. So here we go. So on with Trump. So I don't know how the Lord does this for me, but he does. He let me get away with my mouth, with what I said in my video, and being mouthy in my videos. Maybe it's because I'm somebody who honestly believes in God, and I would say that I wouldn't deny Christ's existence and what he said he was, who he was, what he said he came to do, and all that. I'm not I'm not one that's going to question Jesus Christ's whole existence, the entire storyline. Okay, other people can do that. People that generally do that, and they make assumptions from their own experiences with other people. Jesus has not been here for over 2,000 years, right? No, not less than 2,000, right? He was like 30, 33 or something when he passed away in 2015, so it wouldn't be exactly over 2,000 years until 2033, right? So, anyways, um, I'm not one to question all that, but if he was here, I would talk to him about a bunch of stuff. Try to get it all out before the dude left. So I think he's highly intelligent. Just as himself in a human form, um, I don't know that he was exactly um, able to be perfect. Because I think once he stepped into the human form, that it left him susceptible. He was still God and still like not doing anything bad or wrong, in my opinion. He just had a couple of different choices that he could have made different himself, in my opinion. But he's God, so it's not mine to um, really question that, except for the one part with the rich people in particular, the rich man. I think that he should have just Jesus Christ should have sucked it up at that point, and he should have rinsed his teeth, and then should have told the guy and walked away from the guy and just told the guy, just pay your 10%. And then he should have just stormed off and walked off from the guy. In my opinion, that's what he should have told the rich man. Just pay your 10% to the church and walked off to God. So that's all an individual has to do as far as what God's saying in order to be um, in the conversation of eternal life. So there's different things that you have to do, and I don't think being a Muslim is one of them. I don't know if other people think being a Muslim, you're going to compare Muslims to Christians. It's like apples and oranges, almost. Except I do see some points that they're just ones to practice that, to not push it, or want to stone people to death, or use Sharia law, or rename towns in America, rename cities, and then what? Are you going to take over this whole state and then change the name of the state to something Islamic? You hear my words, I would check into that too if you don't know what is going on in America. I would check out the double standards. Totally, totally could make a Democrat magazine right here. A Democrat magazine that is called The Double Standard. Totally. I don't know what's going on with this. See, it's running fast right there. So don't forget, this guy, they have no room to come out in a press conference and tell anybody, oh, Trump, has no right to be president. A person like that just has absolutely, they should pull him right now. You know what I mean? They should just pull him now. I'll tell you what, man, I'm already disgusted enough with the Republican Party right now, and I have a basically a script for another video. It's and I'm really considering writing a book. I wrote a book called Killing Kennedy. Well, I want to write a book called Killing Nixon, because what they're doing is they're getting somebody who's speaking the truth and telling people what's up, what they really need to hear, and suck it up, even though it drives some people's experience to the point where they just can't tolerate it anymore, and they're just about to explode from either the truth. They've heard so many lies that they're being smacked with reality and the truth of everything that they can't handle it. So truly, I'm disappointed with them because they they made it sound like the war is over. We have no war. Like terrorists are really just some kind of fundamentalist thing, and that there is not a army of them strong enough to conquer us or overcome or whatever, overtake all these different places. And now America doesn't also lead their allies on a whim. So it's just really confusing to me. But honestly, if I was a liberal conservative president for everybody, I would be telling the Democrat voting people to back off and listen for a second. I'm not talking to your politician, Democrat politicians that you idiots voted for. I'm talking to you. Don't we care about the prison population? We don't want people out of trouble, people to be able to live as normal of a life as possible, for people to be honest and decent, and to get back to square one when we could trust people in things in society. We didn't think some crazy idiot was gonna shoot some cop if they pull him over, or go inside a building and shoot people to try to kill as many as they can. We just we don't think like that. We think like this. We think, why are those people, hate America so much? Why do they hate my country so much? My country has, you know, all these things that could really, if they had honest people that were triggering them and making everything function and work, and were greasing the wheels of the government. We're all honest and decent people. What do you think things would be like? You can't get that, in my opinion. I don't think you can get that without getting corruption in normal day lives. I'd say in regular society, normal society, unless you're able to get rid of the mob. And if the police want to come up and harass you and do different things and they're saying stuff like that, it makes you kind of suspicious and wonder what's really going on and who these people really are. You only hope that everybody is really truly honest and doesn't have a selfish agenda in the least. If they're at the worst, tied in with corrupt people in an organized ring where they're doing mathematical, methodical types of tactics, things to try to get even with you. So of course, they send somebody who's going to do all the wrong things, go as far as he can with it to get away with it, and you're not going to be able to stop. In my opinion, excuse the word, but this is how I say it. You won't be able to stop the horse shit in Washington, D.C. until you stop the horse shit out here in regular society. I don't typically see the gang and gangster type of stuff like overwhelmingly or in my face usually. So I don't feel, why there would be a need for to have a gang or organized crime in the first place. But I understand that it's there, and I don't know. I'm for lowering the economy, getting people out of jail, telling them the truth, and calling Democrats out on all of their double standards and just calling them out on their ridiculousness. I gotta go. I'm out because I don't want to make this an hour-long video. Thanks.